Hello everyone, it's Voltan, and wait, Voltan? Who's that? Aren't you Dr. Porcefistem? You see, basically, long story short, shit happened and I had to change my name again. So now I'm Voltan. So that's just a short version of it. I'll probably go further in depth in the future on my personal channel, Voltage Productions. Yeah, it's my new channel. I moved channels, so... Anyway, I apologize for the lack of content these past 2 months. I was hoping to pick back up in January after taking a Christmas break, but, things changed. I became Shycrow's, one of his editors. Testing 101 Remake picked up, high school, all that. However, I decided that for my return, I should just make a simple video explaining what to expect from Five Nights with Bloodtime Red Light. So, let's get into it. Okay, so what is just Red Light as a general concept? Well, Five Nights with Bloodtime Red Light is going to be the definitive version of Five Nights with Bloodtime 1. The first time we tried remaking the first game was in late 2020 with Five Nights with Bloodtime Rebooted, later The Legacy of Bloodtime 1. It was kind of bad upon release, and even though it's better now, it's still not great. Then after that, in early 2021, came the early access version of the replacement for Five Nights with Bloodtime, The Anarchy of Red Bear 1. Its sequel, or prequel I guess I should say, came out not long after that. It was intended to be the definitive replacement for Five Nights with Bloodtime. I tried making another Bloodtime game since then, but that kind of failed. I'm not really sure if it's a reboot or spin-off, I'm not really sure. But Red Light is going to be the definitive version of Five Nights with Bloodtime 1. It's going to be kind of like a mix of the original game and rebooted, kind of. Looking more like a pizzeria, but still somewhat like it's renovating, I guess. We're still trying to work out the vibe of the game. But nonetheless, its development is starting kind of to pick up. I have a lot of things planned out for it now, which is good. You always want to go into development with a plan. If you don't, you're gonna fuck it up. I'm very glad that I didn't stick with the whole 2022 edition title, because, it didn't come out in 2022. It's 2023 now, it's February now, it's still not out. But that's fine. Red Light was chosen as a title just because it works, and you know what? I just think it generally works the best out of all possible titles. Though I will say this, I'm probably not going to do the second and third games either. I'll probably just do maybe one of them as an anniversary thing. Though, for Bloodtime's third anniversary coming up, I'm probably just going to work on The Legacy of Bloodtime 2. I've been wanting to work on that for ages now. So, really, in terms of official remakes, the first game is going to be the only one to get an actual remake. Afterwards, Bloodtime's just going to receive, individual game projects. Ones that don't really intertwine with each other. Think like Death Destined, which had its own universe, but way better. And, not completely shit and stereotypical and poorly written. So, that's the general concept. It's going to change a few things. It's going to be the only remake that's going to stay around. We got the recodings of the old games for a reason. Though, I'm assuming you guys want to know about Holy Time's involvement with this, so I'll get into that a bit later, but first of all, I guess, we should just talk about, what characters are going to be in the game. So, at the moment, I think Buzz is most likely going to appear in this game. In the original Five Nights with Bloodtime 1, there was a big lack in characters, and even now there's only 2. Bloodtime and a physical appearance of the Bloodtime virus, which had to do with basically making all the animatronics in the original Bloodtime games, somewhat sentient. no dead children this time. Holy Time. Is he going to be in it? Short answer, no, he is not. Long answer. So even though Buzz is going to appear, and maybe some new characters as well, maybe like one or two. Holy Time, despite being the overarching villain in most of the Bloodtime series, I've decided that he is not going to be in this game. In fact, he's not even the main villain here. The reason I decided that Holy Time shouldn't be in this game is just, first of all, I've basically come up with every possible concept of the character at this point. In the current timeline, he is actually a human hacker who uses a ghostly bear as his persona. He is a deadly animatronic in the VTCU. He doesn't exist in Anarchy Red Bear and exists more so in the form of the Holy Bear, who is actually kind of a separate character. And his apprentice, Holy Time X, is the main villain of, Bloodtime. Whatever concepts are there to use. I tried playing around with the concept of him appearing as, the embodiment of all of your fears, but it just didn't work. I'm not really sure why, but it just literally just did not work whatsoever. So I decided that I needed something else, and that something else ended up being seen in the initial trailer for Red Light. This new character is a character I made in my childhood. He was even a mascot of my channel for some point, and my main OC for a little while. He'll be back as the main villain of this game. You'll know more about him when the game comes out. However, for the time being, you'll just have to speculate. I don't think I'm going to put any Anarchy Red Bear characters in the game, so I think that kind of just covers this topic. I guess there's really only one more thing to really cover now, and that's, when is the game going to release? So this part's going to be a bit shorter, but essentially probably later this year. There's quite a few projects that I have in mind that I want to finish first. Because, I want to make this game, but there's a lot of stuff I also want to do. This year, I want to fully finish the Anarchy Red Bear series. It's been kind of on the back burner for a while. I want to finally finish it. Something else I'm going to do is actually make a reboot of Death Destined, but that's probably going to have to become a 2024 project. Just because, there's a lot of stuff I have to do this year. And, there's also the Blood Monsters original spin-off game that I want to release this year. Not to mention that around this time I'm also working on Final Fantasy Onions 2 Pizzeria Blitz and a new 2030 reboot. You'll learn more about that one later. But probably late 2023 is probably as soon as I can release this game. So yeah, that's kind of all I really have to say for this section. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I'm sorry it took so long to upload again, but I'm hoping to start being able to upload on this channel again. Can't really guarantee when I'm going to upload, but hey, I'm going to start uploading again. So, I'm hoping to get Art and Inspiration Episode 2 out next week, hopefully, but no promises. High school is kind of a nightmare, to be honest, but it's high school. So, yeah. If you want updates on Red Light and other projects, follow my Gamejolt, and also check out my new channel. Yeah, I moved channels. I don't know if you remember that. So, yeah. Goodbye, and I'll talk to you next time.